Well, hello there. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our new audience there down on Earth. Hello, Earthlings. Now streaming intergalactically to Earth for the first time ever by way of super complex system of satellites, mirrors, and pneumatic tubes. Trust me, we are quite certain that we will never have a single glitch or interruption. Am I in focus now? You sure? Okay, if you say so. Look, anyway, thank you so much for gathering here with us today. As the richest and most advanced civilization ever known, we can talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime. We can order anything we can imagine and have it delivered right to our door the very next day. Technology is amazing, isn't it? But what's the one thing we cannot create on our own? It's community. We create community together. And how do we build community? Well, by telling each other stories, amazing stories, our stories. So please come friends, gather around and let's tell another one together. I'm your psionic barbarian host and two-time maze champion, Fozzie. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce you once again to our amazing GM, Emu.
Thank you, Fozzie. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the maze. I'm Emu, your game master and guide. Let's meet our heroes. First, we have Captain Wiley.
The name's Captain Wiley, and I'm the fiercest space pirate this side of Glasgow 9AL55. I have been separated from my trusty crew and speedy ship, the Ever Valiant, and have yet to see what this here crew is truly capable of. Got no family, no past, except for totally legendary exploits, and generally no problems or enemies to speak of. I do have a sick tentacle beard, though. My powers are luck and curse. I can spend luck points to gain advantage on rolls and force disadvantage on attacking enemies, and curse them to gain luck points back and for extra necrotic damage. I also obtained a handy set of thieves' tools from Harold last time.
Thank you so much, sir. Now on to Anacacia.
Hi, my name is Anacacia, and I'm pretty much too big for this world. So let's see. I am really good with thread magic. I can manipulate and entrap and entangle a lot of the things around me, and I could use it to fix pretty much anything. I also got this awesome quilt from Harold last time we saw him.
Thank you, Anacacia. Next up, we have Kingslayer.
You already know who I am. I'm the Kingslayer, Slayer of Kings, Eater of Worlds, Oathbreaker, Dragon Slayer, Troll, Destroyer, the best in the business. And you want to know what my powers are? Anything and everything. If you get in my way, you're going to have a bad time.
Thank you for that. Now we have Elemental.
Oh, hiya, my name's Ella, Elemental. Listen, I'm a sorcerer, but I'm also an assassin. But in saying that, I've got a secret, but I'm not really ready to tell anyone about it yet. You're going to find me in the battle, not at the beginning though, not right in the thick of it. I like to stand back and do my damage there. A little bit about my magic. It's interesting that you say that because I like to think that my magic's a bit down to earth. But that's the watered down version. The other side is I'm quite fiery and fired up with that. Yeah, okay, elemental. I'm an elemental. I think that's now self-explanatory. I'm not really here to make friends, though. That's the problem. I was raised to be an assassin, and I'm out to survive, and I'm just trying to get through this. So this will be really interesting, because I like being independent, yeah? Anyway, that's me.
Thanks, Elemental. Now that we've met our heroes, let's go back to our host, Ozzy.
Well, last season saw some of the craziest action ever witnessed in the maze. I mean, families were torn apart and then reunited. Beautiful new love blossomed and lovers quarreled to the death. No, season 3999 certainly did not disappoint, my friends. But this year, for season 4000, we have something truly special planned. No, season 4000, we're blowing out all the stops. For this season, we are unleashing items of ungodly power. Where monsters will attack with unheralded ferocity. There will be twists and turns and more twists, and then just when you think it's over, more turns again and then more twists. Drama. I can't wait. I am so excited. Aren't you excited? So please, let's begin, shall we, Emu?
Yes. So, let's enter the maze.
Well, where to start? How about with my favorite part? An audience decision. Look, you're part of the story, my friends. You're part of our community, and you get your say, if you want it. However, I must say, you must be on the Maze on Planet 7's stream to vote. So some of you may be watching on our Heroes channels, and that's great. Look, they'll need your support after all. But if you want to vote, if you want to be a part of this, you need to head over to the Maze on Planet 7. Now, our first decision here is simple. Shock or shatter? Shock or shatter? Sounds like a cocktail. What could that mean? I mean, it doesn't sound pleasant. I'm feeling shock, maybe. Seems the lesser of two evils. But look, don't let me influence you. It's only my opinion. The decision is yours. So please, back over to you, Emu.
My dear heroes, you awaken on a hard stone platform rising fast through a vertical tunnel. The tunnel blurs by. You see some kind of stone walls inlaid with glowing hieroglyphics. The floor is made of the same stuff. The strange symbols pulse rhythmically under your feet. The lift emerges from the tunnel exit and elevates its arid desert air, which rushes around you as you're pressed into the floor and then suddenly propelled upward as the lift lurches to a stop at the top of a high cliff. You slam back down into the ground and dust yourselves off at the cliff's edge. Standing in front of you is Fozzie.
Hello, heroes! It is so very nice to meet you after all. Let me begin by saying that I feel you, okay? It's very understandable that you might be a little upset right now, a little overwhelmed at the moment. After all, you've been forcibly taken from your homes. And I know it's a bumpy ride. No one likes to be blindfolded for that long. But believe me, it's for a good cause. You have a role to play, and it's of the utmost importance. And we thank you many, many times over. But listen to me. The maze is harsh. The maze is deadly and terrible and fraught with evil things and all that, yes. But it's also filled with beauty and love and great power. And at the very center, your passage home awaits. You only have to get there. And it is possible. I'm living proof. Twice I have navigated the maze to the very end. The only hero ever to accomplish such a feat. It's true, but it is possible. And I'm rooting for you. So good luck. Emu.
You stand on a high bluff overlooking the maze, a beautiful view. Below, the concentric maze spirals. High walls separate entire cultures. You see desert, marsh, woodland, steep mountain spires. A cold wind ruffles your hair, invigorates your senses. You notice a bird hovering nearby, perhaps a camera drone. Turning away from the cliff, you see the entrance to the outer ring of the maze, a simple stone arch. Beyond that lie several visible paths down to a town at the bottom of the bluff. There's nowhere to go but down. But which way? On one side, a cliffside path, dangerous and thin with crumbling rock. In the center, a dry and cracked desert path running down the spine of the bluff, or a sloping woodland path to the right, dark and unlit. Okay, heroes, which do you choose?
Is anyone afraid of the dark?
Not me.
Not really. I'm pretty good with it.
Elemental,
would
I'm
you
not
be
sure
able
where
to,
you're
like-
from, but we like a challenge here in the kingdom. Why don't we take down the rough path? I mean, after all, let's see who has the most physical attributes of the group.
I mean, my impression is we're going to get our physique tested by plenty of things. I feel like the first stroll might as well be a gimme. Is it just me?
I like the sound
Elemental,
of that.
can you produce flame? Is that a thing you can do?
Actually, I really can. Yeah. So like the dark actually doesn't scare me very much because I literally get light from my hands. It's awesome.
I mean, that's sounding good to me.
But I mean,
I
Kingslayer, we can make you look really heroic while we do it. I can give you really good lighting. I'll be like,
No,
whoa,
we
he
know
looks
the
so
maze is
strong.
very dangerous.
can,
Let's just go ahead and save my highlight moment for later on. I mean, I don't want my greatest moment to be rock climbing. I mean, let's be honest. My
Right.
4-year-old daughter can rock climb. let's go the way that you think we should go, down the dark forest.
I would love to go through
A
the
great
forest.
man
I feel
requires
like
a
that's
great
where I would
challenge. I like the way
flourish.
Fantastic. We made a decision. We're going down the woodland path. Yes, yes, yes. Wonderful. Now, let's take a moment to hear the innermost thoughts and feelings of Kingslayer.
You know, Emu, I'm really glad that you selected me first. I don't know where I'm at, what is going on, but I have a feeling that the Mad King is up to this. And I'm really, really excited for the challenges ahead. Because let's be honest, what's everyone scared of? Death? Let's be honest. You can't kill what's already dead. Bring me your challenges, because I'm ready.
Ho, 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 ho. Thank you, Kingslayer. And now, a decision has been made. Yes, we have a decision already. Shock. Shock has won. The audience has chosen. Your first decision. Deshoction. Shock. It's a bit of nasty business, but it must be taken care of. Don't worry. There'll be lots of fun and happy choices in the future. Remember, some days won't be special if it wasn't for rain. Joy wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for pain. That's a 50-cent reference for you Earthlings out there. Earth, we're watching you. Back to you, Emu.
As you step through the stone arch that signifies the entrance to the outer ring, you spot a small dot that slowly grows larger, a running man emerging from the shimmering desert path. As he nears, you see he's panting, chest heaving, limbs flailing, chased by something unseen or perhaps just raving mad. He nears the maze archway and sprints through it. Just as he passes the arch, a flash! He halts, frozen mid-stride, lit up by electric fingers grasping him from the ground. He shakes, sparks rolling down his body as his sweat burns. He slowly blackens and smolders until the life leaves his body and he crumples to the earth. Oh yes, the audience has chosen. This season, anyone that will attempt to escape the maze by going out instead of in will suffer shock. A hard lesson for them, an easy one for you heroes. And now, more luck to you. Out of the man's hand, a bit of scorched paper drops to the dirt. It appears to have some scratchings.
Firstly,
Well,
I don't know
that's not
about
a
you lot,
pleasant
but
way to
I'm
go.
shocked.
Someone had to say it.
I think-
you know.
I think they're
Yeah.
shocked. I think they're shocked, not you.
Yeah, the fact that
So,
there's
Chris,
an
no,
electrified
Chris.
perimeter to this very dangerous game is less shocking than it might be. But yeah, certainly. So
you
what's
see
on this
that, though? You
paper?
dropped
Is this no
something.
language I can read?
So it sounds like Elemental and Captain Wiley, you approach the body and the piece of paper. Just from a distance, walking up to it, you see that it looks like a map.
You know what? This looks like a very piratey thing, and you sound like a pirate, and I'm just irate, so I'm going to hand the map off to you.
I like that. You lose a P and you get, all right, and then you get
Me.
you. Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, no, I think, sure, I've read many a chart in my day. I'm certain that with a moment of study, I can figure this one out.
You actually are very good at navigation. So you pick up the map and you see that there are 3 paths. And it looks like these are the 3 paths before you. They all end in the same spot. And that spot is marked with an X.
So 3 paths forward, they all circle around and end in the same spot
Mm-hmm.
with an X. Right, well, presuming we are on one of these paths, then I think we'll be fine. Seems like they all go to the same spot.
Which one's the shorter path? I don't feel like walking today.
Fair. Can I ascertain that from this map?
They all look about the same.
Samesies.
I'm guessing one's near a cliff and the other one I didn't listen to because I already had my heart set on the dark woods. Do we want to go through the woodlands?
Are there any markings around the woodlands, like anything like bear sign or like, monster? Like any of that iconography?
There isn't. And on top of that, it looks even more generic than that. It's like
They
3
really don't like
squiggly
helping,
lines.
do they?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's a fake map. I hope it's accurate. It's not very useful.
But, I mean, we can't exactly ask him,
Should
can
we
we?
investigate it? Perhaps.
I mean, he was
look more
chased by
into
something,
it?
wasn't he?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll investigation, Anacacia, as you're kind of peeking. Well, you're pretty tall. You're like peeking over everyone to try to figure out what's going on. Please roll investigation.
12.
Fantastic. With a 12, you see that underneath the X, it looks like somebody had erased what looks like a treasure.
Ooh.
Could I also search the body? I mean, maybe it's all something didn't get charred completely.
Absolutely.
The
Roll me
looting
sleight of hand.
begins.
I'd love to. I'm just trying to open up my... Oh, I forgot where it bloody is. 1 second, please. I'm embarrassed. I can't even spell sleight. I'm not smart enough.
How about I do the rifling for you?
Well, I know because I wanted to roll a 1.
Perfect.
I want
Elemental
thank you.
rolled
What do you
a
want to
1.
do?
You go to reach
Thank you,
towards the
Elemental.
body, and just goo comes off of the fabric, and it's just all kind of congealed and burned inside of the skin, muscles.
Ew.
Looks like there is absolutely nothing to be salvaged from this.
That's disgusting.
I'm not having a good day.
Someone please take this shirt off me before I die horribly in it. Save the shirt. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Anyway.
So rather than overanalyzing and studying the map, I think, are we all on board to going down the dark pathway of the forest?
There's a man after my own heart.
All right, if you're all ready to go, you guys stand in the maze. Your chosen path stretches before you, less intimidating now that you are upon it, but more real than you had believed just moments ago. The smoldering corpse of the stranger lies just within your view, reminding you of the cost of failure. And into the woods you go. All right, so you guys make your way through this. Who's taking lead?
Well, the thing about this is I'm going to have to roll for my spell of the day. This is super exciting. It could be one of 4 different things, mainly elements. So I want to try and see what I've got. And hopefully, knowing my luck, it won't. But I'm hoping to produce some flame. So I'm going to figure it out. I got poison spray.
All right, explain to me what you're just doing here. So you're kind of doing like just randomly casting?
Yes. So every single day I wake up and I get like a new magical ability, right? And it's a cantrip. But because I'm elemental, my elements, I'm like harnessing them. So it's kind of like I've got to kickstart my hands, yeah? But the problem is can't control it. So it can either be produce flames, it can be shillelagh, it can be chill touch, or it can be poison spray. And I've rolled poison spray, which is not really what I wanted, but I had 25% odds, you know?
Welcome to the maze on planet.
Awesome.
So when we asked you if you could produce flame, you meant maybe.
Yeah.
And you
So
do that.
basically,
And
Elemental was a
spray
flashlight
into the
with
woods.
some pepper spray and a lighter.
Listen, I've got really good intentions, and I did say I could do it. So I'm actually going to spend one of my daily points to make sure that every time I do cast it, it's going to be produce flame. So as I arrogantly look to my teammates who are decidingly more and more embarrassed by my lack of actions, I produce flames, baby.
All right. So, Elemental, do you do poison spray first and then flame?
No, I look at my
Or it
hands
just
and then
turns
realize that
into-
poison starts oozing out, and I go, oh, and I click my fingers again, and it goes to the element that I want. So I now can produce flames, but I've spent one of my daily points. I only get 3, and I
Okay.
spent one of them.
You are standing there with this fire, and something smells like it's cooking. And you look up, and there's a giant hornet's nest. Everybody make me a dexterity save as these hornets are flying around you.
Oh my lord.
Oh, Elemental.
Why did it roll again?
Wiley. Oh, Kingslayer, you're good. Anacacia, Kingslayer, you both jump out of the way. Captain Wiley and Elemental, you both failed. So Elemental, you're standing there, but you hold your hands up, and the fire just ignites above you and burns away the rest of the hornet's nest. Captain Wiley, unfortunately, you get
Before the
stung
outcome, I can
by-
use my luck point.
Yes, you can.
Okay. I didn't want you to say it before. Okay. So I can use my luck point to choose my roll for the save. Yes. Okay. Great. Again. Lordy B.
Roll, roll.
Do.
That's nice.
There it is.
What does that feel like,
very
rolling well?
nice. Is that a natural 20?
No.
Dead.
Oh, that's a 15. Okay. You make it. It flies by your face. It flies by your tentacles, and you just. How many arms do you have? You have 4 arms.
4.
4 tentacle arms, and you're just like wibbly wobbling your way through. You guys continue forward on this path, and it's really weird. The forest seems to keep changing. It's like it's not like a very proper path, like dirt or anything, but you can tell there's a path. But it seems the trees are guiding you in these loops.
Is there anything out of the
Anyone else?
ordinary at this area? Maybe I could perceive something that we don't naturally see. Something behind the trees, perhaps.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me perception, please.
Are you trying to see the forest through the trees?
Once again, I want to see if I can just peek over the trees.
Fantastic. You see that the closer you look, the trees seem to be moving. It's almost like this entire area is moving to confuse you. And as you're investigating and looking around, the trees behind you close, and the trees in front of you close. And you're standing there. You can see through the trees. There is a path forward, but they've seemed to close in front of you.
I'd like to yell out to the trees because they look like they are somewhat humanoidal in nature. If they're going to do this to confuse us, I would like to say, would you stop that? Would you like to not do that? Would you stop? Do they listen to me at all?
You stand there and you just hear the breeze and the leaves.
Are you scared of fire? Because I'm pretty sure I could make you burn.
Right when you say that, Elemental, it starts to rain. And you hear these crows, "Grah, grah," and you are now all wet.
Well,
What I would like to do is to go ahead and use my detect thoughts to see if I can understand what the crows are saying to one another.
Yeah, very easy. Suckers! Ha ha ha! Suckers! Ha ha ha! Don't threaten them.
I think we should kill the
It's
birds.
silly.
What do you think, Elemental? You think you can hit them with a flame there? Captain Wiley.
No, I don't think that's a very good
I hear
idea.
you.
I don't think it likes to be threatened. So I actually think we should start throwing some compliments around.
get out of here, you sky
I think we
rats.
should. I feel like we should leave them alone a bit. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you did there.
They're making fun of us. I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you can hear, but they're laughing at us. They're calling us names. You wanna
Kingslayer,
throw
have
them
you
a
never been
compliment?
made fun of? Am I hearing this correctly? Receiving
Never.
an insult is something that interesting.
Never in my life.
You
know,
might want to drink
honestly,
some
I don't-
cement then, so you can harden
I'm
up.
just gonna interrupt y'all, and I hate the fact that I'm completely wet. I would like to use my druid craft and give us a small breeze, and perhaps it'll dry us, because this wet outfit right now is dragging me down, just the same as whatever is happening with you two. You need to chill.
And Acacia, you just have this wind on you and not really anyone else. You're feeling a little more dry, but you also hear that the rain is starting to pour around you. So not on you, but on everyone else.
Well, I'm glad you have your diva fan set up. I'm sure that looks great for the viewers at home, but maybe we could all try and address a communal solution together. Does your druidcraft have anything to do with, like, I don't know, trees and stuff?
Well, I could blossom some flowers and make the place look a little bit nicer if you want to. I could also maybe light up the place a little bit, but I don't know. Seeing as it only really helped me, I don't know how much it'll help y'all. So we could try.
I would
Does
like to get
anyone
out
have-
of here.
Oh,
I was going to just do a little bit of a tumble, swish, to backflip, and then bounce over there and acrobatic my way through these shifting trees.
Would you like to do that, Elemental?
Yes, Emu, I would actually. Should I roll for it?
All right.
I'll roll for it.
Yeah, roll me acrobatics. You see Ella kind of scoping everything out. You think that you see an area that you might be able to kind of weave your watery body through.
I'm a slippery snake because I'm all wet, but I rolled a 12.
12 is just enough. Can you get scratched?
Yes.
A little bit scratched? You make it through, but you get a little bit scratched. But everyone else, you see that Elementals made a tiny little pathway for you.
That didn't tickle.
Alright.
I got scratched up.
How am I supposed to fit in that? I'm too big
I'm
for
wondering the
this.
same thing.
Oh,
Anastasia.
if I follow
8, 2,
her,
3,
do I make the
25.
same roll?
Yes.
Right.
come on, in you come. I'm sorry, I didn't consider how big you were. Sorry, love.
Fantastic. Captain Wiley, you kind of tentacle, head, tentacle your way through, and there you are. You make it to the other side.
I give you
Oh,
a
you
wet
made
high
it look
five.
so easy.
Kingslayer.
Okay, and
Perhaps
Acacia
I
and
could help us.
Kingslayer.
I could try to use my thread magic to manipulate the trees and perhaps pull it back just enough for us to squeeze on by.
Absolutely. Okay, both of you, please roll me acrobatics as you are going to kind of like maneuver your way through. All right. Kingslayer, you go first as Anacacia's using her threads to pull the limbs away. But Anacacia, nobody's holding them for you, and you manage to scratch yourself. And when you get to the other side, it gets really itchy and you feel really sick. My dear, you've been poisoned.
That's what I get. This is karma, isn't it?
They're helping
Should've
people.
made friends.
You guys see as the
I should've
clouds
just done it
start to
myself.
darken, The rain kind of softens and dissipates, mist rises up, and melancholy songs from birds are sung around you. And Acacia, you can't stand anymore.
Oh no.
Can I use medicine to help her?
I feel
You
like
can
I feel like
try,
I could do
roll
this.
medicine.
All right.
Woo, Captain Wiley.
I've
All right,
handled my
Captain
share of
Wiley.
boat scrapes. Yeah.
Yeah, you're down there and you're like trying to figure it out. And you notice that this isn't a normal scrape. This is like a pretty severe poison. And there's nothing you can do about it right now.
Oh, my great roll just lets me know I can't do anything.
That's a 21. You definitely know that you don't have what you need here.
Shoot.
And
Do I
you don't look
know
like you
what I
can
do
get
need?
up.
You look
Nope.
around.
I'll give it a go.
Can't feel my legs.
Elemental,
I know
go
a thing
for
or
it.
two about poisons. I know a little. I've spent some time on the streets. I'm a bit of an assassin, so if I know anything, it's poisons. I got poison in my hands half the time. Can I have a little fixie and have a little look-see and see if I can sort it out? Yeah. Take a deep
Go
breath.
for it.
Breathe in. A woosah. And I rolled
right.
a 17.
17, you know you need some type of leaf and a specific kind of fungus in order to fix this. And as you're down there and you say this to Captain Wiley, you notice that in the distance there's a hole in the clouds and there's a single ray of light beaming through down to an open field. It looks like the trees have parted for you. There's a small patch of grass and there's little butterflies circling around it.
So that's a trap. Well, blah, blah, blah. Can I actually, aside from the environmental cues, does it really seem like whatever's out there, like can I see plants that seem to match the description of the thing that I actually need?
You do know that there's leaves that you need and a mushroom. You'd have to go check out the spot.
Do you want me to leave it with you, or should I get the mushroom? Or what do you want to do?
Why don't we have someone stay here with Anne and let's split the party. Nothing bad ever happens then, and then two of us go and investigate the situation with the shiny light and the obvious marking.
I'm happy to stay with Anne. Kingslayer, you don't fear death. You look like
Absolutely.
a fun guy. Off you go, get the
We'll get some
mushroom.
mushrooms, mate. Yeah.
I'm here for trouble.
Right. Real men forage for mushrooms. Let's go.
Oh, testosterone.
All right, Captain Wiley and Kingslayer, the two of you make your way out to this little patch of grass. Butterflies are flying around your faces. You're dodging them. But you make it to this little patch of grass, and in the very center of it is a single red mushroom with white spots. The same mushroom and the leaves underneath it are the same ones that Elemental said that you needed.
So what do you say, Captain Wally? Should we just grab this thing and be on our way? Is it that simple?
Have you got gloves? Have you got like mitts or something? Just to be extra careful.
I have I have common clothes. I mean, if you want me to take my shirt off, I mean, we could
use your sleeve then. Yeah, just
Wow.
I mean, if you would like to.
Take your shirt off.
The people at home, they're watching. I think maybe they'll be more favorable in their voting.
I mean,
give them a
want to
little
increase
show.
viewership. Just get at a poll.
Hey, go nuts!
Do you take your shirt off and just to grab this mushroom?
Just to grab it.
Yes, I will take off my shirt so I can pick up this mushroom, because I don't know if it seems a little sketchy. And from the Seven Kingdoms, I know you going into a dark forest, there's a bright light on a mushroom. As Captain Wiley said earlier, it's most definitely a trap, and I don't want to get poisoned like Anastasia did. So I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice my shirt to pick up
any excuse to take off your shirt.
Yeah,
would be the
fantastic.
First time.
As you guys are, as the both of you are kind of being extra wary, it looks like the trees are opening up, the sun is coming out, birds are starting to chirp, and the forest seems to be encouraging you to do this. You easily grab it, grab the dirt underneath, you have all the leaves that you need, you have the mushroom, and you make your way back to Anacacia and Elemental. Elemental, now with this mushroom and the leaves, you believe that you can help Anacacia.
I'm going to mush it up into a poultice that I know has saved me from being poisoned many a time, and I place it onto the wound. Would you like another medicine roll?
Fantastic. We're going to cut right there. And now to Fozzie for our second decision of the night. Fozzie.
Yes, it is true. A decision must be made. And remember, you can only vote on our stream, The Maze on Planet 7. Okay, here's the decision. And it's a big one, all right? Who will receive a gift? It's very nice of the designers. You see, it's not all bad. We're giving gifts already. I mean, the designers are just too kind. Your choices are Kingslayer or Captain Wily. It's your choice. Emu, back to you.
Let's watch as Anacacia and Elemental discuss their first challenge of the day.
And
poison?
you,
Did it work?
you've looked so much better than you have, love. I just thought that maybe by going into the woods, you would be so in your element. Element.
I thought I was. I thought this was exactly what I needed. I came from a world full of trees and just beautiful light. And I've been betrayed. And now mushrooms? I hate this. Worse.
Honestly, I get really confused because it's like, I understand that everything in here is trying to kill us, but then it poisoned us and then was like, oh, but we'll give you a remedy. And I think that psychologically, I'm going to really struggle in this maze. That's just really playing and toying with my emotions already. How are you feeling? Do you think we're going to survive?
That's a little too much to think about, honestly. I just got poisoned. I think I just got to make sure if my legs work again. Think I can move? I don't know.
Up you get. Here, I'll help you up.
Elemental, please
really
roll
are
me a
large.
medicine check at advantage.
I think I can. Well, I'm just going to roll it twice.
I believe in you.
Oh! 16.
Fantastic. Anacacia, you feel this poison that was seeping into your body is now just dissipating into the ether around you. You are no longer poisoned.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much, Elemental.
Don't even mention it.
I'm gonna remember that.
I'll mention it. I will bring this up again and remind you that I helped you and that you absolutely owe me a favor. But don't you mention it, eh?
That's fine. I won't mention it. I'll listen to you. I got you next time.
Is this what friendship feels like?
I don't know. I've never had friends before. It's kind of nice.
Neither do I. But I mean, if it means I don't die another day, that's a good one, yeah? Okay, I could do this again. Well done, Anne.
Thank you, Elemental.
As you're cured, the sky opens up completely and sun is shining and the trees hum and vibrate with joy. And now let's go to Fozzie for a decision.
It's true. We have a decision. A big decision. You chose Kingslayer. I hope you've judged well. Look, I remember when I was in the maze, I was never chosen. I was always overlooked, and I know how it feels, Captain Wily. I know. But rest assured, sometimes it's better not to be noticed. And anyway, as they say, hero today, gone tomorrow.
Who says that?
Well, I think it's a very well-known saying.
No, hero today, gone tomorrow. I'm
pretty sure.
Yeah. Let's continue, shall we?
Sure. Okay.
Well, look, if I'd known I had to
resumed
take my
it.
kit off to get a favor, I'd have done it.
You resume your journey, arriving at a dangerous shale cliffside above a ravine. From your vantage point, you can see another group of people making their way down a loose rock slope on the other side of the ravine. Kingslayer, you feel a tug at your soul from an overhang at the back of the ravine, directly beneath where you stand.
That was interesting. And what kind of tug is this? Is this a tug at my soul?
At your soul, if you're like compelled to go and find this. And as you guys look at your map, this is where the X is.
Right where we are now.
Well, it's down there.
Group,
Right now?
And
Oh,
it's
fair enough.
where the other group is. And they've actually already started going down.
So, Emu,
Well,
what
I'm
I
not
would
that
like to
worried
do is I
about
would like
it.
to
I mean, they
use-
erased the treasure.
I want to use my. Oddly enough, I have this thing in my pocket. It's a ball of hearing that allows me to hear people speak up to 200 yards. So, Emu, are they within a 200-yard proximity of us that I can use this?
They are. They are.
I would like to go
Okay.
ahead and use that.
Fantastic. You toss the ball out and it kind of goes boom, 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 and kind of jumping from rock to rock. And as it does that, you see a bunch of rocks start falling down the cliffside. But it gets close enough and just kind of hovers there. And you hear, "Oh, another group. They're going after it. We have to go. Go, 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 go. Get it before they do." You also hear the crumpling of a map as one of them holds it out. Like, do you think they're going after the X? And it looks like
I-
that voice was coming from, and now that you're looking, you're kind of squinting to see, it looks like a giant green man. But they've already started going down. If you'd like to recall your ball,
Kingslayer.
you are more than welcome.
Yes, I want to go ahead and get my ball back, and then group. I say that we go after him. It sounds like there's something very important, or something of worth that is down there, and it seems like they're already at 200 yards in front of us. I say that we should go for it right now.
Kingslayer, roll
love
me
your
a perception
strong
check.
impulse.
Perception check.
Yes.
Which is here it is.
All right, let's see what you got. A 4. You guys see that Kingslayer is trying to look down. The way this looks is the item is directly beneath you. They are coming from the other side of the ravine. So they're further away. You are closer, but as you're doing that, you slip and kind of stumble forward. Elemental and Acacia, Captain Wiley, you can roll me a dex save to try to grab Kingslayer before he falls.
Eek! I reached my hand out. Oh, not me.
Would this be a save? It would be a save, eh?
Yes, a dexterity
Oh,
save.
Flap.
Cool. And Acacia, you reach out and grab the back of Kingslayer, and he's hovering over like this. Kingslayer, you can now see that on a ledge about 60 feet below you is what looks like a sword or something, and it's sticking out of a rock. It's hard to see from 60 feet away, but it's kind of like right beneath you.
Favorite kind
so
of cliche.
Ah. Well,
Kingslayer,
how do
you
feel
nearly
about
died.
one story.
It wouldn't be the
I'll
first
do
time
it.
that I've nearly died.
Well, no, but I mean,
Yeah, but now you haven't
is
left it.
10 feet good for you? Is that fine? If 60
What's the
turned
worst
into 10,
that could happen?
right? You'd recover.
Why don't I
You'd break a
like bring
bone.
you down, like slowly with my
I've-
thread
I've got-
magic and see if
I've
I
got
could.
50.
idea.
Sure.
Maybe you could.
I've got
swing
50
from
feet
it.
of rope right here, but you should use your magic. That seems good.
I've
to
got
me.
Listen, if I'm going down, why don't we use both? Because I really don't want to fall over this edge. It's a long fall. Can we use
An
both
extra safety
just to
line.
make sure that I don't fall?
Sure.
Yeah, it's like a safety.
Yeah, why
net.
not? Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
As okay, Anacation Elemental, you have thread and you have silks. So please describe to me how you two are working together to do this. At the same time, you see the other group starting to stumble down, and they slip on one of the rocks that Kingslayer's ball had bounced on and made loose, and they start tumbling. So Anacacia Elemental, go for it.
Yeah, I'm actually going to pass it on because my silks are actually pretty, and Captain Wiley deals with hand ropes, so I think we'd be better equipped. So rope it up, Mr. Captain Wiley.
All right, yeah, I have a hempen rope at 50 feet long.
Okay, Captain Wiley and Acacia, work together. Tell me, how are you doing this together?
If you could bring him low enough with your rope, I can actually manipulate my thread to swing him if we need to and move him around and manipulate it as we go around. You could bring him down and tether him, but my rope can manipulate his movement.
If you like, I mean, the main thing I'm thinking about right now is what to fasten it to. Like, are you, I know you're tall. Are you, not to be rude, but are you heavy?
I will watch yourself, Mr. Captain Wiley. That is an attractive woman that you are suggesting otherwise.
Listen, my taste is expansive. I'm only saying we need something to ground him.
And I'm heavy.
Is there anything
8'2", 325 to be exact.
Can I make a, I guess, investigation or perception check to see if there's anything around the area that we could fasten these ropes on?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll either one of those. Investigation or
I'm going
perception.
to throw a rock at our enemies just to show intimidation too.
I love it.
Okay, Elemental, while you're doing that, Anacacia, it looks like you can't see anything because Elemental threw it in front, threw the rock in front of your face as you were looking. Captain Wiley, you can look as well if you'd like. Elemental, please roll me
intimidation.
Athletics as you throw the rock.
I could use intimidation. And scream at the same time.
Okay, so go ahead and roll that.
Oh,
fantastic! This is what happens. Yeah. You throw the rock in front of Anacacia. Anacacia, you're now disoriented as Elemental kind of threw it right by your head. However, Captain Wiley, you do notice that there's these roots that come in and out of the ground, and you grab them and kind of tug on them. Very, very sturdy. You are guaranteed 100% these will hold.
Sweet. Cool. All right, I make, sorry.
Elemental, that rock, you threw it underneath where those people were. It didn't actually make it to them because they were very far, but it loosened the rock under them. And as they just started to recover, having fallen, they are now caught in a rock slide, and one of them looks like he's caught in there's a heavier set gentleman who's now got his foot caught in rocks, and the other ones are trying to dig him out to help. All right. Captain Wiley,
you look like a watermelon.
Rope it up.
This isn't even a competition. Like, we're all just trying to get out. We don't have to be so rude. I'm clasping the thing.
Very easy. You clasp it together. Between you and Anacacia, you were lowered, Kingslayer, lowered down to this area. And with that, you only needed an extra 10 feet with Anacacia's ropes. So, well, you're down there. Anyone else want to go down as well?
I'm good.
I'll go down.
All right.
Bye,
Elemental and Acacia. You guys all make it down there. Captain Wiley, you're just standing above as everyone is down there. You want to stay above?
I mean, I'll shout down, like, does it seem like the way forward is down there? Or do we just retrieve the thing, and do you need help getting back up?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Should all three of us be down?
Not a yes or no question, but thank you for responding.
What if the thread or the rope snaps and then we're stuck down here? We need to be able to get back up. I think maybe one or maybe two should at least be able to stay up, just in case something happens where we get separated.
Kingslayer, as you're saying that, you notice that there are other ropes that are weaved in and out, almost like handholds that you can actually crawl back up.
Come on
I
down.
don't think we should split anymore. I think we should
Wait,
stay
all right,
Get
together.
on down
coming
here.
down.
Come on
There's a
down.
whole
I like
group there. We
red.
need to take them on if it goes down.
Right. Yeah.
Show us your moves
I
again,
make my
Elemental.
way
I'd like
down.
to see that one more time. Like your moves, do it when it goes down. Can you...
If it
Yeah.
goes down.
Someone.
I have been trained in the
Definitely
arts
don't
of
think so.
intimidation.
Haha.
You gotta teach me that later, okay? I want to see.
I mean, it took me 7 years, but okay, I'll teach you.
All right. So, Captain Wiley,
Make my way down.
did you make your way down? All right. As you're making your way down, the rest of you see that there is a giant rock, and out of the top of it looks like a handle.
So I think, as you know, with a 28.5-inch biceps, ruler of the Seven Kingdoms, I think it's fitting that, well, sword in the stone. I mean, who else better to pull it?
You know what? You
Any
could just stop
objections?
talking and do it.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and pull the handle out of the rock. So is it a
Fantastic. You reach forward. It calls to you. It's almost magnetic. As you're doing that, you see about 30 feet away, the other group is kind of running. It's all slow motion at this point. They're running towards you, and you grab it, and the entire area lights up. And you draw the sword, and you hear from above, Pax Romana, a Colt single-action army rifle with an elongated, sharpened barrel. Whooshing. And that is what is now in your hand. And the other group
Yes.
stops 20 feet away and just shakes their head. And you
Did
now
your
have...
guns just pull out a gun?
So what I want to do is I want to intimidate them. I want to get them away from me. So can I roll for intimidation?
Yes, you can. At advantage.
I don't think I did that right.
A natural 20! Amazing. All right. What is it that you're saying or doing that is so incredibly intimidating?
I scream at them as loud as I can. Say, "Hey, I got a gun! You better run!" That's simple.
And
We'll
with
do
There's
it.
nothing more.
I'll
Let's
do
do it. I mean, you 8, 2,
Simple.
320. I'm yelling, I
Classic.
got a gun. You better run.
Straightforward.
Yeah.
And with that, let's begin Act 2. With the Pax Romana in their possession, our heroes will be ready to face the maze, armed and more dangerous than before. First, they must deal with their green-cloaked rivals and then figure out how to use the Pax. Over to you, Fozzie.
Thanks, Emu. There is some ego action going on in our party. But first, I want to just call out to all the people who shared and supported us thus far, so I'll be quick. Darren Robinson, Big Bot Gaming, Courtney Getz, Matthew Slicker, Kevin Bush, our own Maud Garrett, Caitlin Fisher, Geek Bomb, Gory Kills, Jameson Stone, thank you, Bradley Dover, Brittany Leonage. If I ruin names, I apologize. Patrick, yes, this one's going to ruin me. Hawaliert, Sarah Edwards, James Wilson, Hedrick Cleric, The Fierce Diva, Matt DeBoner, David Plasios, and Julia Ham. Thank you so much. But now it is time for another decision. And remember that you can only vote on our stream, The Maze on Planet 7. So yes, lovely audience at home, what will the cost be to bind the sword to our hero? Will it be a drop of our hero's blood or the offer of guardianship to a possible foe? You can decide now. This is our third decision of the night. Back to you, Emu.
Before you stands a strange party of adventurers who look afraid of you, the Lokoi. One stands over 10 feet tall with skin the deep green of a summer leaf and eyes that glow like marigolds in the sunlight. Another is under 3 feet tall, with a piercing gaze and nimble fingers. Standing between them are 2 women, one dressed in bright colors, a flute in hand and an expression of tight focus in her eyes, while the other is dressed in muted camouflage, face hidden behind a scarf. You've just intimidated them. They stumble back and they look at the sword. Pax Romana. Is there anything you would like to do before they start running away?
I want to pick
I think
their
we should try to get
pockets.
more information out of them as to
They're
what.
scared.
Shall I talk to the
what is so special
watermelon?
about the sword gun.
Look, we could probably info share or something.
What
I
if
don't
they
wanna
take
give 'em
the
anything.
I'm
sword
with Captain
gun?
Wiley.
I was shouting at them. So I'd undercut his extremely dramatic and terrifying.
The one that's
Do
10
you
feet tall
come-
says, "You don't have to be rude. We're all here
Oh.
to survive. Get out of the maze."
Listen, when I called you a
That's true.
watermelon, they're very delicious summer fruit, so it's actually not that insulting. It's just because you're very big and green. But who knows? You could be delicious too. I'm not sure. I'm backpedaling.
He's wearing
I'm
lots of
backpedaling.
For you
leaves.
to dig yourself out of that pit, but yeah. No, you are correct. I think my friend here was just extremely caught up in the moment. It was very exciting to bond with this weapon. How's your journey been so far?
The one in the colorful frock, she comes up and says, "This is very, very complicated. You know, we're just thrust here, and we have to survive. My name is Bravura. This is Green Giant." She points over to the other gentleman. "This is Damadillo, and the rogue, very roguey in camouflage. This is Sandriel. We are the Lakoi. Do you all have a name? Names?"
My name is
Yeah,
Ella,
I thought of that.
Elemental. And this is my gang of very eclectic, wonderful heroes.
Yeah.
And they will
Is that
introduce
your name?
themselves when they get the hint.
Hi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. My name is Kingslayer, but when you say it, you have to emphasize on the Slayer part. So it's Kingslayer.
Wait,
Nice
you
to meet you.
emphasize the
Very
Slayer part.
eclectic.
King Slayer.
Oh.
King Slayer.
Okay, so it's King Slayer. So it's
The
Kingslayer.
round one goes, Kingslayer. Yeah, Kingslayer. That sounds fantastic. And he goes to reach out to shake your hand, and the Green Giant grabs and goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. They got the item. We need that item. We're not here to fight you. We need that.
But I mean,
We are
He got
supposed to
there
get that
first.
item."
I'm not giving the item up.
Finders
You're
keepers.
gonna have to take it off my hands.
You
Does it
see
have your
the
name?
woman
Bit
in the
quicker.
camouflage and the scarf, and she kind of just like takes her rapier out. And Bravura says,
sweetheart.
"It's okay, it's
I will
okay,
wreck
not
you."
now. Not now.
Back up.
We should get to safety. It was a pleasure to meet you, and I'm sure we'll cross paths again." And she kind of does this bow, but it's very stage, like she's done it on stage many times, and then plucks her.
I would like
uh,
to out charisma her with a bow of my own. If that's okay.
All right, you gonna roll performance?
That's
Oh
great.
no!
Quite bit.
Beg my pardon.
It was quite
Since I have been enamored
Wonderful.
by the beauty in front of me displayed.
So tell me what your roll of a 2 on the die. You ended up with a 6, but tell me how that looks.
So I wanted to redeem the camaraderie between all of us so it doesn't turn sour. And as I tried to meet the bow, I absolutely stumbled on a loose rock, and my people call it going arse over tit, and that's what happened.
Domadillo goes, "Oh, let's just all be friends. It's okay. Come, come." And he helps you up, Elemental. He goes, "We're going to Halicarnassus. That's the big town. Not very big. It's actually a little town down there. You could come with us. We could lead you there. If you want some space, we're good with that too."
That sounds great to me.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good
Anastasia.
idea. They're gonna try to take my.
We've
They're
gone
gonna
from
try
no
to take
friends.
my sword gun.
What's
No,
that?
bro.
Not over
Reverse
your
says-
dead bicep.
Well, type.
Not today. Not today. Peace today. We need a lot of rest. We've traveled very far, and I'm sure you have too.
When you say peace, you mean like PEACE, not PIECE. Like a
Today,
Into
correct.
pieces. Today.
There will be much more time for fighting and combat, and I'm sure there's more to this place. But for now, let's go and find some rest.
Aye, they'll find plenty of ways to pit us against each other later. For now, let's just relax. Shall we?
Captain Wiley,
Right.
I happen to agree with you. Yes, relax.
You sound extremely surprised, but I'll
And-
take it anyway.
Kingslayer,
As
just
you
hold it
say
really
that-
tight.
Very tight. Like my blanket
Yeah.
whenever I was 3.
Kingslayer, are
That's
you
all.
showing vulnerability?
I'm just.
You were
sharing
never
a-
3
sharing
years
a
old, you
moment.
big log.
I mean, let's be honest. Who didn't have a favorite blanket or a favorite item whenever they were little?
Was it your big
Society you've never seen before.
It was a blanket, Captain Wiley.
Did it have a name?
Anyways.
3-year-olds get binkies.
Let's follow the people that are gonna slaughter us in our sleep. What do you say? Sounds like a great idea.
Tally ho!
Fantastic. And now let's go into the maze where Fozzie is standing with Captain Wiley. Fozzie?
Thank you so much, Emu. I appreciate it. Captain Wiley, thank you for being here
Hey.
today. Y'all just grabbed the sword gun, the Pax Romana, right ahead of those Lokoi. I mean, did you ever doubt that you could do it?
I mean, I doubt if I wanted to. I doubted. It didn't. It seemed like a lot of work, but everyone else seemed up for it. So, yeah. I mean, no, in the sense that I never held a very high expectation. Does that make sense?
So you're aiming pretty low in terms of expectations with your party.
You will always exceed low expectations.
Fantastic. Now, it says here that you are a mighty and feared space pirate. Do you ever feel guilt?
Guilt? Where's room for guilt on a crew? You can't lead if you have guilt. Absolutely not.
Interesting.
No room for it. Mm-mm.
None at all.
Not
Just
even
straightforward,
in my
get
dreams
it
at
done.
3 a.m. Oh, aye. Yeah, you make a decision, you live with it. You'll be friends later. You know, just today it didn't work out in your favor. It all evens out in the wash, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, as someone who's made it through the maze twice, I can say that that kind of attitude is going to get you places.
Great.
If I may ask, this might be a sensitive question, but what's drawing you back home? And what did you leave behind that keeps you going, keeps you fighting to return home?
Oh, I'd say the thrill of it. And people. It's always about people in the end, isn't it? It's about the people you leave behind that you can't wait to see and who can't wait to see you.
So what I'm getting from you, did you volunteer to come here to the maze?
I didn't think that was an option, was it?
No, I didn't think so either, but it doesn't seem like you want to get home to anything.
What
Some people stay in the maze.
Do they? Where?
Yeah, all around. There's a whole spa. I mean, the maze is gigantic. We'll talk more about that later. Captain, I want to thank you for your time. Keep those
How do I find
questions.
out
Keep those
oh.
questions. A decision has been made, folks. I live for the moments when the audience gets to write the story for our heroes. You've made a decision, and the decision you have made is blood. So back to you, Emu.
Thank you, Fozzie. Okay, heroes. Your friends, your new friends, they move up the rope, and each one by one in front of you, making their way up to the ledge. And as whichever one of you starts, all of a sudden, you're abruptly stopped by the figure of a heart-stoppingly beautiful elven woman robed in furs, who appears on a rope at the top of the summit above you. She looks down and moves her way down, and she looks directly at you, Kingslayer. To bind the sword of peace, you must enter a populated area, find its center, and bind the sword with a cord made from your own hair that has been washed in your blood. Beware the powers of the sword. And she grabs you and pulls you close to her face. For peace always has a cost.
I think we're gonna have a problem because I don't have any hair.
You're going to have to use your imagination, Kingslayer.
But
Are you
I don't have
hairless
hair on my head.
everywhere?
But I do have very, very hairy arms and chest because, well, I'm the Kingslayer and I'm very masculine. So yes, let's. Where can we find a very populated town where I can find this amazing sword gun that I totally forget the name to me?
Pax Romana.
You hear Pax
Pax
Romana. The woman
We can just do
actually
that
looks
anytime,
at
eh?
you and then plucks a hair from your chest and goes, "You must weave these into a cord. Needs to be from you. Doesn't matter where from on you. And this town, Halicarnassus, is a perfect town. I'm sure you will find. In the center of Halicarnassus, you must do this deed. Cut yourself and mix in a drop of your blood, and you will bind." And she says this with wild eyes, her blonde hair matted and kind of wild. And she looks at each one of you. You must help him.
How exactly are we supposed to do that?
Well, I mean, I've thought about it, right? And Anne Acacia is literally a weaver. So, Shotgun not doing it. And, Pax Romana not doing it. And Acacia, over to you.
So I have to pluck some more of your chest hairs to make this thing. That's gonna
Well,
be
I
a
think
mean
you weave
braid.
them. Plucking them is up to you.
I mean, I can help you out with
Goddamn.
it, but I mean, if you fancy, look away.
All right, I can do it. Oh, I guess I'll do it. It'll be fine. I just need to wash my hands real quick because I don't know where you've been. You look kind of musky, but I'm ready to go.
I'm clean.
And the woman just, "He smells fine to me."
That's very close.
Was there more that you needed to impart to us, my dear?
Be very wary of the powers of the sword. It is the sword of peace. And peace always has a cost.
Right, okay. Worth saying twice. Yeah.
It's very important. I can say it a
Yeah.
third time.
Does anybody
Just for the
need
people
it?
in
You
the back.
smell
You
like,
wanna, like,
she
do it
smells
one
of
more
like
time?
wet fur, and she's got these like coats on underneath. And she looks like she's been living in the woods for a really long time.
Kingslayer, I really hope you understand the kind of pressure and responsibility you have in your hands and now on your chest hair. Like, do you understand?
I do, and honestly, Elemental, I'm very used to this kind of pressure. This is what I was born for. This was what I was made for. A little cut to the hand, and I bind the Pax Romana in my body to lead some sort of peaceful revolution. I mean, this is right down my alley.
Yeah, it's a
I don't know
few
what's
ingrown
nauseating
hairs.
me more.
I can sacrifice a few chest hairs. We'll be okay.
Sounds good. Is she just sticking around to watch perversely? Or do we have to go? We have to go to the center to do the plucking, or what? Or is it just the binding?
You
Can we
can
do the
pluck
plucking in the
anywhere,
woods?
but you must do the cutting there.
We should go to the middle of the town. It's got a nice name, but I've forgotten it already. Oh, Halaxia.
Halicarnassus.
Halicarnassus.
And she says that in her breath. Who knows when the last time? And she's very beautiful. Let me tell you, this woman is a beautiful high elf. But man, she's been living out here for a long time. She's Halicarnassus.
Ooh, it's a very, very close talker, aren't she?
Halitosis. Would you like to join? I mean, we could probably put you up in.
Ironically,
would you like a shower or something? Do you want to come with?
Captain Wiley, ironically enough, I have in my little bag here, I have perfume and soap for some reason. I don't know if maybe we could help her, maybe exchange, maybe get the directions to the city for maybe some perfume.
He's
or
been here
maybe
a
bar of
while.
soap.
We could get some more information.
She looks at you, Kingslayer, and like eyes you up and down. Says, I haven't seen soap in a very long time. Not even perfume. I would love it. I would definitely trade you a safe path to Halicarnassus.
How do we know for sure that the path is safe? Can we do some sort of check to make sure that she's telling the truth?
I'm literally here to warn you about the Pax Romana.
All right, lady, you can take the perfume. Just give a safe passage so I can bind this Pax Romana to my hand.
All right.
As you're like handing her the soap and the perfume, she's just, her eyes are sparkling. You can like feel her heartbeat as you're getting closer. Make me an insight check, please.
Insight.
Ooh. Oh.
13. Very nice.
I'm good
She
with helping women.
seems
What can I say?
really excited to help you in exchange for this, and she's genuinely interested in this exchange. What does it smell like? What does this soap and perfume smell like?
It smells a little. It kind of smells a little mixture of maybe some troll's blood mixed with strawberries. It's actually it's a very weird, but it smells good. It's a very weird mixture, but it smells great.
Two great
She
tastes that
pockets
taste
the
great
soap.
together.
She
Exactly,
pockets the
brother.
soap and opens up the perfume and goes, sticks her tongue in and goes,
That's for.
and then
Really?
starts.
No.
We don't want to eat
A little
it.
bit of-
I mean, it might
This
help the
is
breath.
beautiful.
Oh.
And she walks up to you, and she definitely smells like all this, and says, I'll be seeing you later. And then she tells you where the path is, and you guys look at each other, and in an instant, she's gone. But you have a path forward, a safe path forward to Halicarnassus.
Are
And the
Kingslayer
others
is
up
also
top,
an
they look
adventurer.
at you.
Let's go.
Were you guys okay down there?
We are
You
we are
coming or
heading
what?
to the middle of Halicarnassus. We're on our way. Just
All right, let's go.
Kingslayer met a lady, and my gosh, that was quick. You're like, honestly, you picked up in about 4 seconds with that one.
Wouldn't be the first time. That'll be the last. Oh.
All right.
All
So
right,
you
let's
make
get your
your
body
way
here.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Are you plucking here, or are you going to wait till you get to town?
I think we wait until we get to town. I don't want to have to pluck now and then we lose the hairs. And plus, it's just another item that we have to manage along the way.
A plucker.
That's very thoughtful.
All right.
I'd like to get to the middle of town.
So
Yeah, let's
you
go.
need to have a cord, correct? So you need a cord made from your own hair. How long is your chest hair?
It's pretty long. It's been a
Go
while.
show
I mean,
us.
we don't have.
Show us how long your chest hair is.
I don't know where to look when this happens.
Wait, I'd like to be precise. There's no room for error.
That's. You're a
What about
shag
this?
carpet man. What is this?
About this.
Do you need like a friendship bracelet length? Is that a cord? How long is the cord we need?
Yes.
All right.
Thought I
Friendship
could get away
bracelet.
quick, so I don't
You've
have
got
to do
dainty
this.
fingers.
But I guess we have to get on with it, don't we?
We could
Could
walk to the middle of
use her
town
thread
first.
magic to extend? Could she give him extensions of his chest hair? Like magically.
With druid craft, yes.
Let's do it. Let's
Sick.
do it.
You never know what's going to happen in the maze.
Good.
All right, the four the group is standing up. They're all looking down. Like, what are you guys doing? The sun is going to
We're
set
going to do this whole
soon.
process later. Yeah, we do this whole process in town. Yes? Shall we get there first?
I think we should head to town as well. Honestly, I'd like somewhere where I could maybe throw up my stomach contents while I'm watching, perhaps.
All right.
Yeah, the perfume is
So-
hard enough.
And it like that, it just dissipates into the wind. And you guys make your way with Kingslayer in the lead down this very safe path. And you've got, let's see, Anacacia, you are still a little bit woozy from your poisoning, but you are not completely ill, but you're still feeling a little weak. Kingslayer, you can feel this sword. It just like radiates. And you guys continue your journey. And then you get there to Halicarnassus. Da-da-da-da-ding. You enter Halicarnassus, a dirt village sitting on the desolate plain, in the shadow of the lonely mountain, and within sight of a great blue lake. This village reeks of failure. The center of town features a very humble fountain that looks like a copper spike, now green with oxidization. The top spout bubbles a humble stream of somewhat clear water, which runs down the spike and gathers in a shallow pool below. Ringed around the fountain are a type of local flower, red petals with a purple center, fed by the water. They appear to be the only colorful thing in this village. As you guys walk towards it, the Lakoi go, "Oh, we're going to get a drink. We're going to the bar." And they seem to walk off towards a building that has saloon doors.
I'd like to join them in a second, but I'm tempted to go look at these flowers that stand out so visually.
Fantastic.
I don't know if I'm
you
still loopy. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you're still a little loopy. You know, you're kind of feeling a little
Is it from
exhausted.
the poison or the mushrooms?
Yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Okay.
Kingslayer, this is the location where you would have to do this binding.
Where the flowers are.
I kind of want to.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to get a drink first before we go and we cut myself open. I just want, I want to make sure that I'm,
Sure.
feeling a little something.
If
Captain
I
Monty, you wanna
say
join me
the
and go
name
get a
of the
quick drink?
weapon, if I say the name of the weapon, will it be screamed at him again so he could get a hint?
Don't. No.
Pax
Do you do it,
Romana.
Elemental? Pax
Yeah, I mean-
Romana.
Okay. So loud.
All right, I guess the drink. I guess the drink can wait. Can we get a drink after
Pax
we
Romana.
bind Pax Romana to my
You
hand?
terrific
Romana.
troll. Stop it.
Pax Romana.
Oh,
Pax Romana.
It's like, I don't know what it's like. It's like giving a kid one button. Look, I'm going to join you in the bar in a second. Just a second. I'm just going to go put eyes on, and then I'll come back in and I will toast you all for having made it this far.
Pax Romana.
Pax Romana.
I don't know. I think we should listen to the loud voice that keeps yelling at you. Just
Is it
braid your
yelling at
bloody
me? Is it
hair.
yelling at you?
Put your blood on it.
I want to get Pax Romana. I want to bind it to me. Let's go over. Let's walk over to the fountain. Let me cut myself. Let Anastasia
Oh, we're doing this now.
do her.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it now. I think
There's
there's nothing in this town. There's nothing here, and then we get a drink after. It sounds good.
You know what?
Simple enough.
You keep saying my name wrong, and I'm a little bit loopy. I may just make a mess of your chest hair, and that'll be fine.
No! Oh, God.
We'll see what happens.
Oh, dear.
It's Anacacia.
gonna be all
Say it with me,
twisted up in
Kingslayer.
knots.
Anacacia.
And Acacia, Pax Romania,
you.
Pax Romana.
I think it's Romana.
You know what, Kingslayer? You can't be good at
Tomato,
everything.
tomato.
You know?
That's true.
He's a man of action. Let's be clear.
And
Exactly.
fewer words, we hope. But doing great. Believe in you. Let the chest ceremony begin.
Let's go. Let's go. I think it starts with the lengthening. That's up to you, Anne. This is so foul.
How many hairs do you pluck from Kingslayer?
Could you aim properly?
69.
It says a chord, right? Oh, good.
So you've now plucked about that much hair. You've got a thick cord.
Ooh, she thick.
Okay, Kingslayer. Roll me a Constitution save.
Constitution.
Oh, just Steve Carell under the.
11. It's not bad. Okay, I'm hold on to that. Okay, so in Acacia, exactly 69 elongated chest hairs from Kingslayer.
Yeah.
How do you turn them into a
Interesting
cord?
number.
I start breathing them, just like my mom taught me. But in a like twisted braid, so. Keep it strong, or they have to really connect with each other, and use each thread to maintain the elasticity and the strength of each chest hair. Every single 69.
I've got a drinking song ready to go about this. I'm just gonna make sure I don't forget
Strangely,
it.
not the weirdest thing I've ever been a part of.
Fantastic.
Why?
Anacacia, you were born for this. Easy enough. You bind that cord together, and it just needs one more thing. Just one more thing. And you look at Kingslayer. It's his blood.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take
Oh,
Oathbreaker
that didn't make him bleed.
and
Oops.
cut my. I'm gonna make a small cut on my hand to get Anne the blood that she needs to bind Pax Romania. My hand.
Pax Romana.
Pax Romana.
All right. You cut your hand. You take 1 point of damage as you cut a pool enough that will go the length of the cord, and you pull it like this. And you are there in the center at this fountain. What is it you tell me what it is that you're being pulled to do? What is this ritual, Kingslayer?
The ritual is I don't know what it's telling me to do. I don't.
Okay, then I will tell you what it's telling you to do.
Yeah.
You feel like you have to get into the pool, the fountain. You kind of have to put your feet into the fountain. And then you have to tie and bind the cord of your blood around the handle of this gun sword. Pax Romana.
Oh, is it a gun sword? Okay.
Yes, it's a
quite
gun
clear.
sword.
Okay, gun
It's
sword.
sword gun. Sword gun.
Sword gun rifle.
More sword than gun.
It's a regional
Pax
difference.
Romana.
Pax Romana.
What is it with men naming their swords? Always got a name for it, don't they?
Gives a
All
character.
right. Give me a saying. Give me something that binds you to this, Kingslayer. You are a man of many words.
So I'm gonna look up to the sky as I have my chest turning a little bit from the 69 chest hairs that Anne has pulled from my chest, bleeding
It's
from
a
my
12
left
of your
hand.
health.
Now I'm down a hit point. I'm gonna look up in the skies and I'm gonna say, "For the kingdom!" And in that tone, and in that voice.
Lightning cracks around you, and you feel the sword. Everyone else sees it. It starts to glow. What is your color, Kingslayer?
Black.
It glows this spectry black. And you start to feel something. Okay, Kingslayer, my dear friend, you lose 1 hit point permanently. And other things
Kingslayer,
happen.
But you have your strength.
Whoa!
Oh no.
And what?
So you lose 1 hit point permanently, and you get a +1 to your charisma. And for you, you can feel that it functions like a longsword, and you get a +1 to attack.
Ooh.
And there's something else about it. You're thinking, you're feeling, and you see that there's something that it can do. You see these bullets, 6 bullets flying through the air, and they're engulfed in fire.
Elemental,
And that
would
is
you know
what you
anything
feel
about
that
these
this can do.
bullets?
They've been blessed by the elements.
Don't
That's
get
very
jealous,
powerful. I'm a little bit jealous.
Can I try to shoot Pax Romana to test the ability?
I thought you would never ask. Yes, you can. Are you going to shoot at something? You're shooting in the air.
Can I shoot an elemental? Just kidding. I know I'm not gonna shoot an
Oh,
elemental. I want to
my
shoot
this
God.
guy.
What's
Oh,
the matter with
that'll
you?
keep me up at night.
That's a little fun.
I got you, Elemental.
Just a little fun.
You
Let's,
only point
I
that at things
I
you
wanna
intend
shoot
to
it
shoot.
in the direction far off from the village where nobody's at. Nobody's in harm.
Awesome. So go ahead and roll to attack. Actually, you don't even need it. You're not aiming at anything. You shoot, and you see this bullet made of fire just, and you feel like it comes from, like, not a chamber, but it comes from you. And you know that you have 6 of these per short rest. And you also know that this is definitely related to peace. There's more to this, but this is all you can gather for now. And as the rest of you look around, it seems that there's 2 places open. One has the saloon doors that the LaCoy went through, and the other has what looks like a medicine symbol on it.
That one.
How's Anne
medicine.
doing? Anne, are you doing all right?
You know, I would rather get medicine real quick so I can enjoy the festivities with you guys, because I feel pretty loopy right now. I don't know if I even helped Kingslayer. Did it work? Was I able to do the thing?
Yeah, I think it
Kingslayer?
did.
Did it work?
Oh,
How's your
yeah.
extension?
Beat both
You look
of you.
great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Lush?
Looking good, feeling
Nice.
good.
It's
right,
now
let's get
tied
you
around the
healed up.
handle. Fantastic.
We'll...
You guys make your way into the doctor's office. There are 2 gentlemen in here. One of them is a smart-looking man in his 30s, and another one's an older gentleman, and he's wearing a stethoscope around his neck. And as you guys enter, the younger gentleman goes, "Wow. Well, hi, new folk here. Are y'all heroes?"
Yes. Very big heroes.
Probably.
Pretty big heroes.
Oh, it's very
I can
nice
say
to
that.
meet you. My name is Francis Zero. I am the sheriff and the mayor of this town, Halicarnassus. Not sure if you know what it's called, but that is what we call it. Yeah, and this is Doc Zero.
Nice to meet you.
Well,
What's
he
happened
looks
to
at
you?
and
How many
Doc
patients you've
Zero.
killed, eh?
Doc Zero looks over at Anacacia and is like, "Well, my dear, you don't look right. Is something wrong with her? She take something she
We
wasn't
were
supposed to?"
hoping you would know that.
I did the best
Oh,
I
you're
could,
here
Doc.
for her. That makes sense. Yeah, come
Yeah.
on over. Come on over, little one, big one, whatever. And he puts up this chair, and it's this little doctor's office.
It's like when you call a big guy
So,
tiny. That's
well, what's your name, dear? He's got like a
Anacacia.
wispy mustache when he says it. He goes, Anacacia. Anacacia. So, what happened?
I got poisoned by something in the forest, and an elemental tried helping me with some shrooms, and now I'm loopy because of yes.
I did my best.
Oh, you ate the mushrooms. Sometimes they help, and well, sometimes they help. Let me get you something. And he turns around and he starts mixing an elixir. And while everyone else is, Francis goes, my great uncle, he's very good at what he does. Oh, so what are you guys up to?
Well, I don't know if you know
Well,
this
I
about
just
the
had
maze, but we are forced into a competition against our will. It's really exciting to be here. We love it. Thank you for asking.
Yeah,
I come from a line of
some sort
heroes. I
sacrificial-
totally understand. Sacrifice? I'm
Yeah,
sorry?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I just sacrificed a lot of blood and had 69 chest stairs pulled off of my chest, so there's that. But you could say is
I'm
elemental
not
mentioned the
here
word.
to judge
enjoying our
what you
time.
guys are up to. I'm just curious, but that sounds like a lot of information.
well, so hang on a minute there. You said that you are from a family of heroes, was it?
A long line of them. Yeah. Yep. That's why I'm the mayor. I'm the greatest mayor and sheriff of Halicarnassus. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's why I am how I am. My ancestors, heroes.
But you
I heard
stayed here.
Sheriff Sir Generous.
I'm sorry?
Yes. Is that a stereotype?
Well, how do you mean?
Who are you talking to?
The redhead.
Again, who are you talking to? Oh, that's me. Yeah. I was just wondering if you're the mayor around here. Usually that requires a voting system if you do have a democracy, right? And so you'd obviously be wanting to win people over in the popularity contest. And I was wondering if that makes you a very generous person. Long story short, could you help us at all?
I can help you. What you looking for? And then as you
Got any,
say
like-
that, Anacacia, you have just drunk this elixir. You're actually starting to snap out of it. You don't feel as delicious as you were feeling before. And Doc Zero kind of grabs his mustache. I'll let y'all young folks talk. And he makes his way out.
Ella, by the way, for future reference, I'm like a bluish, greenish, slimy color. That's, yeah. So.
I'm also blonde, usually.
You just get your hair done? Is that why you're not used to it yet? Ah.
It's new. It's all a bit new, yeah.
Ah. That'll
So
be
you're
so
saying
smart
about
than
this
I am.
generosity? I'm sorry. Generosity. I'm obviously the best for the job. Smartest, handsomest. So, yeah, people respect me. I get along with everyone. How could I help
Right,
you?
but the
What were you
town
looking?
doesn't seem to be doing so well, does it?
He looks around. Roll me insight, Captain Wiley. He looks around and goes, I don't know what you're talking about, but if you want some help, I'm happy to give it. My job as mayor. Need protecting. My job as sheriff.
Couldn't hurt.
So what you need? How can I help you? You're heroes.
We're trying to
I
get
got
out of this maze.
information.
We've all been captured. We want to get out of this maze. Can you help us get out of this maze?
Well, I some heroes, well, they kind of give up, so I don't know exactly how to get out of this maze. But there are some people who can help. There's the Plutarch. He's kind of a destructive force that ruined this whole plane and this town. That's why it's not as nice as it should be. But he is in charge of all this. I'm sure you could go and get information from him in his mausoleum.
Whereabouts will we
Mausoleum.
find his mausoleum?
And he points out into the distance.
Wait, he lives in a
Can you be
mausoleum.
little bit more specific?
Yeah, it's like his fortress.
Is there a
think I
secret?
found
There's
out
also
the
the
Random
oracle. What was that? I'm sorry,
I've
what
just
were you all
discovered
talking at the
why
same time? I
people
can't
here-
hear you.
Drink. I understand the relationship with alcohol that people have. That's all.
Oh, living
I'm
here, you mean?
also really thirsty.
There's a bar. There's a bar here. We have a tavern, and that's run by Coraline Smoosh. Hate the Smooshes, but like Coraline, she's really great.
That's an incredible
Yeah, so
name.
if you go to the east, you can go talk to the Plutarch. In the mountains, there's the Oracle, smells of fur, and quite beautiful, but a little loopy.
Perfect.
You
I
should
don't
go
mind
to the
looping.
tavern first.
You
I'd like
should
to see if we
definitely
can
go to the
get more.
tavern.
You
Maybe
mentioned
we could,
Coraline
like-
runs that, did you?
Yeah, Coraline Smoosh. A little mousy face, but real nice. Smoosh is not so
Did
nice.
people say that to
but,
her?
you know.
Did people say that to her face?
Doubtful.
Yeah,
like me.
it's like she comes from a long line of mousy, rodent-y type folk.
Oh,
What?
Do you mean
It's not a
actually
judgment.
mousy face.
It's
Oh.
like literally.
Good to know. I'm glad I got a heads up on that one because I've got, foot in my mouth and she's got a mouth for a face. So good to know.
She actually is. There's lots of folks here, and he points over at Captain Wiley, like such and such.
You guys know each
You're
other.
unique. You're unique,
oh.
and that's good.
Oh.
And then
I think you
points
just got
over
complimented.
and occasion, and of course,
I'll take it.
elemental. You've got water and fire, and he's like,
You're going to give me a compliment.
"You're very watery right now. That's nice." Yeah, and also if y'all thirsty, yeah, you should go on over to the Plow. It's a pretty good bar, and she could use the support.
Sure.
Thank you for
Ella,
your help,
I'll buy
Mr.
you a drink.
Terry.
Well, Sheriff,
Thank
you've been
you.
so nice to us. The least that we can do is to buy you a pint. Would you like to join us?
Sure. Yeah. why
Party
not?
at the Plow.
To the bar.
All right, you guys
Go
make
ahead,
your
tavern
way
up. To
over
the bar.
to the Plow,
Conga line.
and the Plow.
And-
The saloon door is open and it's dusty. But behind the bar is a young willowy woman who's got rather big fluffy hair, and her face is not exactly like a mouse, not like you would imagine a shifter or anything, but she definitely has like a mixture of rodent in her bloodline. She
Don't
looks over at
stare.
you.
She's Harold's, like bastard child. Oh,
Maybe Harold, who we've run into off at another place earlier, who was cursed with ratness. So that actually checks out. What are those about rats in this
No
place?
idea. No idea.
Just don't stare and make it obvious, yeah.
Mm-mm.
sure.
Hi, Corelia.
Coraline.
Oh, hi, I'm Coraline. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the Plow. Sorry, it's prices are a little steep right now. But I hope you like what we have to offer. We got whiskey.
Coraline, by any chance, do you have any troll's blood back there?
She goes, no. sorry, all we got was whiskey.
Kind of
Whiskey.
established.
We have them in shot glasses and medium glass. We can give you a whole pint glass.
Aye, but may I please persuade you to give us a little discount? I can see it's very empty in here. We're about to liven up the place. Won't you give us just a cheeky little knock off the top?
You see the LaCoy there, and yes, you can roll persuasion. As you have all your tentacles like elbows on the dash, the desk, the bar. And you knock over over Francis's shot that he had. He goes, "Oh, come on then. I'm thirsty too."
Not your best moment.
No.
Do we have money? Do you exchange and what payments do you take, ma'am?
Oh, we take
about a song?
gold. She looks at you and goes, "Hey, that'd be quite nice. We'd love a song. Wouldn't
All
we?"
right, line them up and I'll
She looks
do it.
over at
Yeah,
Francis. He goes, "Yeah."
it's a drinking song, so you better stack them up.
She starts throwing shots down.
Yes.
Great. All right, it goes like this. 69 extra long Kingslayer hairs, 69 extra long hairs. You rip them out and twist them about, and now you can bond with a magical sword gun. And then it just repeats.
Pax Romana.
The LaCoy are like, "Yeah," and the Green Giant goes, "Don't encourage them."
Well, look who it is. This guy again.
Hi, watermelon.
Should let me
Probably
take him
been
earlier.
betrayed.
Do we get to take the shot
Give
now?
him a chance.
She's
Yeah,
like,
let's drink.
"Sure."
Shall we?
Ready?
Oh, to
Wait, we gotta
freedom
do it.
Heroes.
and
They're getting
friendship.
out of this maze.
Freedom and friendship. Oh, yep.
To pay
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
She actually takes
Well,
a
I'm glad
shot
you're
with
all
you. Francis says, "To heroes." And Corali's like, "Stupid heroes." And that's where we cut. And now we are going to our man on the ground, Ozzy.
Thank you, Emu. Look, I hate to break up any sort of drinking game at all, but it is time for a very meaningful decision. It's actually it's a great responsibility, and though I love these moments, these were the ones that really got to me when I was just a scared little boy, dreaming of a day that I would find a magical portal home. I mean, this decision will affect someone's life. Sad to say. But no more building up to the drama.
Decision?
I will. I was building up to the drama and doing it, but look, audience at home, please. Who will be attacked in the village? That's the decision you as the audience needs to make. Who will be attacked? Will it be a respected village elder or one of the LaCoy? You decide. Now, let's go down and have a chat with Anacacia. Got to talk to her. I'm here with Anacacia, and I have a few questions for you.
Sure.
Now that you're feeling better, what did you think about the village there?
It's so drab. What's going on here? And I do not like the fact the sheriff didn't want to talk about it. That's kind of sus.
Yeah, right. There was a little sus going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Captain Wiley didn't talk very well, but you guys can see there's something more going on, right?
Yeah, a little weird.
Can you tell me what you miss the most from your home planet?
Well, everything's big over there, first and foremost. I don't know if you see my stature right now. I'm actually 6'5", a little bit, just we're rounding it up, 6'4.5", but we're rounding it up, okay?
Are you
And
counting the antlers as well, or is that extra?
with the antlers, it's 6'7", actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty tall, but everything here is so small. And maybe perhaps that's why I got poisoned in the forest. There was no way for me to break open and get through without getting poisoned by the trees. Look, I'm not
Was that-
having a great time here. I miss my planet, and I want to get out of this maze as soon as possible.
I understand. I feel you on that one. But we know we can't do it alone. We can do nothing alone. Who do you think you'll get along with the most in your party?
Well, even though Captain Wiley and Kingslayer went out and got the mushrooms and the medicine for me, Elemental honestly stayed with me. She gave me some head pats while I was poisoned on the ground and made me feel like I wasn't alone. And we kind of created a bond, so to speak, and we became friends, something I never thought I'd have.
I understand that. Anyone who will hold your hair. I get it. Last question for you. What do you seek from the maze?
Well, I come from a really well-known family. Where I'm from, everyone's just so incredibly awesome. And it feels like no matter what I do, no matter what I try, I just falter. I can't do it. And I want to prove something of myself. And maybe, perhaps, I can make a bad situation great. If I get out of this maze, then maybe my parents won't think I'm a failure. I'm really hoping that's what happens here.
Anne, thank you. I get it. Proof to your parents. Thank you so much for talking with me. Guys, it's time. It's time for a decision. It's time to know what has been wrought by the hands of fate. These moments that truly grip, are they not? A person's life is in the balance, and no good choice can be made. Audience at home, you've chosen the LaCoy. Back to you, Emo.
A scream echoes through the village, coming from the fountain that you stood in front of moments ago. You look around, everyone else is looking around. You hear, "Oh no," as it seems there's only 3 LaCoy sitting at the table on the other side of the tavern.
Which one's
Are those
missing?
those fizzy drinks?
The
Not
one that's
really.
missing is the woman in camo who had a scarf on her around her face.
I'll
And
be
they-
fair, I couldn't even really see her before. So how am I supposed to find her now?
You see the sheriff go running out the door, and the 3 of them get up and go, and someone screams again.
Team, do you think we should
We
help? Are they our friends? What do we do?
I think we should help. That's probably good.
Even though they seem
Like,
to
I
went
like,
made a
over
friend
this
today.
combative
I'll
in the
make
fence.
another.
and they wanted to take Pax Romania from us earlier. The crazy elven
this
woman
might
did
settle
say
it.
that it has something with peace. Maybe this is the way that we can bridge that gap. I said we go help them.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
I agree. Let's go do it. And do you
Anacasia,
agree?
you in?
Yeah, let's go.
All right,
coming
I'm
to help
toasty.
you,
I mean, I've had
friend.
like a few shots. Let's go.
One more shot. One more shot. Just
One
can't
more
get
shot for the
going.
goal. Hi.
Poor Leg just like
The peace.
tosses you a shot. Roll me a sleight of hand, Anacasia, if you to catch the shot before you run out the door. Yeah. With an 18, you grab it, shoot it, toss it behind the bar. She ducks, and the lot of you run out from where the LaCoy are, and in the fountain,
Too cool.
her blood just turns all the water red. Is Sandriel, and you see the green giant holding her close, and Francis goes, "There's been a murder," and he goes, it went that way, and he points over towards his family house, and the LaCoy go, "Please help us," and they look at you to help them.
Say no more,
Should we go
fam.
chase after
I'm
it? She
up.
dead.
Oh,
Go.
I'm running. I'm going towards the house. Oh, they're going to catch these hands. Oh,
Show us the moves again. Show us the moves. I think I learned a bit of this.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah. So wait, so I mean, there's nothing that can be done for her. Is that true? Just if I just take a split second to clock that.
Oh, her
accurate.
body is just torn to
gone.
shreds. Yeah, you actually see what she looks like underneath that scarf, and she's piercing gray eyes and blonde hair. She was quite beautiful underneath it, but now it's just shredded. There's nothing you can do, and you see the green giant. He's just crying. He's of no help to you. Domadillo and Bravura, you're like, come, help us.
All right, let's go. I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm catching up to Ella, who's leading the charge.
Yeah. I'm right behind Ella with Oathbreaker.
I'm slower. I'm also slower than most of you, I think.
You slippery boy.
Yeah, it takes
we're running.
Yeah.
You see what looks like a rather large house. It might be considered in this area. This would be like quite a mansion, even though it's only like 1 story and 4 or 5 bedrooms. But this is a massive house compared to everything else. And you see what looks like a woman. She's preparing to attack a couple, and she's all willowy and wild, and she's in fur. She's got icy blue claws growing from her fingers. Her hair is thin and pure white, and it's as long as her body. She's like, she turns towards you, and she looks almost exactly like Coralie. Same kind of features. And she's just like mad with rage.
What's with these
What do you
rats?
guys do?
You think she's possessed?
I'm in the house first. Do I enter first?
So she's outside the front of the house, and she hasn't gone inside, but she looks like she's about to attack a random couple that were walking by. And you hear Francis go, "It's the bloody nymph! That's who killed Sandriel!"
Not the bloody nymph. All right, if I'm in the front,
here.
I'm not gonna do 1 firebolt. I'm gonna cast 2. I'm gonna spend a point, which means I've spent 2 out of my 3, and I'm gonna cast firebolt twice.
All right.
Pow pow.
Pow pow. And let's see here. With the firebolt.
Pow. And now pow again.
All right, so attack. Did you roll? Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
No.
I'm really.
That's a natural 1. But it is a 7 because you got, But what does that look like as the first one goes?
So when I say, "You're going to catch these hands," and it just, a puff of smoke comes out. Ow. I'll try again. Can I try again by spending that point?
Try again.
Another.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Aha! I look back at my new friends. We've
got your back.
Time. Oh, okay, yep, go. Oh, fire! Oh, fire! Oh my god.
It's just.
I'm having performance
You got all that
anxiety.
rain on you before.
Oh dear. Oh,
Now,
oh dear.
Kingslayer, when you see this creature,
Yeah, there's
when
this
you see this
8'2",
creature-
325-pound guy that has this gun that we spent the past full day trying to get. That has 6 shots. I think I can eliminate the target. Why don't you let me take a shot?
Oh, I step aside. I am stepping aside. I'm embarrassed.
You know what?
Look, I'm
Let me
going
help.
blurry.
Let me entangle this creature so that I could hold this thing there while you do your work, Kingslayer.
Love it. Teamwork.
all right. Thanks, teamwork. Okay, so it is going to make a strength save. And that is going to be a natural 1. It is entangled in this. Okay, so Kingslayer, you take out your gun sword and you go to shoot it. So go ahead and roll to attack. You also feel at the same time when you do this, it's trying to talk to you. It's trying to get you to use it also. Go ahead and try to shoot it.
How
First
does it
shoot
work?
it. Yeah. So go ahead and roll to attack. You can use your Oathbreaker stats. Awesome. With an 18, it hits. You see this fiery bullet just and tear through her shoulder. But you also feel the word peace come, like it's like talking into you, and you are filled with this vision. And mechanically, the vision is if the creature doesn't make a save, it can't attack anyone that did not attack them, and that lasts for a minute.
No.
That's the thing that you can do, and you are filled with this knowledge now. So let's see if it can make that save. With a 5, that is not going to make it, and she suddenly is locked onto you, and she's she like takes her claws out. She looks down at all the entangled things. And she's starting to pull. So let's roll initiative.
Let's.
All right. All right. Looks like Captain Wiley, Elemental, Anacasia, and then Kingslayer, and then our mysterious, violent creature. Captain Wiley, go first.
Well, I hate to do this, love, because I'd rather talk to you first, but I think the first thing I'm going to do is curse you. Yeah.
All right.
We'll talk it out in a bit. I promise. There's more to you. I can tell there's more to you than meets the eye. But first, I'm going to make sure you can't attack my friends.
Oh, you are filled with a lot more luck. And yeah, you see her. She's starting to. She's trying to pull, and she can't seem to pull as much. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Actually, I can move. I believe I can move and draw weapons if I choose to at the same time. I think.
All right.
Or no, wait, let's see. No, it's a full action. That's it. There we are. Yeah. So I can just move and draw, but nothing else. That's what I'll do. I will move to behind her, because if she's entangled with the threads, I might try and grapple her if she looks like she's going to come free. And with all my arms, I'm going to take out my net and my scimitar and a dagger. Is that how many arms I've got there?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
So you're like,
Okay.
cha-ching. And you have...
Yeah.
Okay,
Ready.
are you going... So she's entangled. You're preparing to attack by whipping out all of your weapons.
Actually, what I'm going to take out 2 and leave 2 free to grapple her at the ready. That's what I'm going to do.
All right.
Dagger and net.
Okay, dagger and net. All right, next up. Elemental.
I've already attacked her, so I'm free reign to be attacked. I've got produce flame at the ready for today, so on the first time you're gonna catch these hands. Before it was terribly performance anxiety, but now I would like to walk up and hurl a flame at this creature. Please.
Yes, you're welcome. Go for it.
I'm trying to keep pressing the button that just opens. Oh, roll. Yay.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Natural one.
I'm really bummed.
With a natural one, you ignite your hands into flames, and all of the tendrils that were wrapped around this creature all burn.
Oh no! Oh no!
Listen, I don't know how to explain what's the whiskey straight to me head.
Your arc is going to be
All right,
spectacular.
next up.
I have no doubt.
Anacacia.
Oh my god.
Elemental, how
Rooting
you
for
doing
you.
over there?
Listen, I'm really fragile. I'm really fragile. Oh.
No.
Well, while she's, I forgot her name. What's her name? I want to put some respect on it before I attack with my dagger.
Oh, you don't know her name
I don't think we
yet.
got her name.
You heard that
Nobody
she's a
know-
bloody
oh.
nymph.
Right.
Ooh. Well, I would like to attack with my dagger.
Attack with your dagger. She currently is not going anywhere. It's not her turn yet.
Okay. I think I did it. Wait, I did not. Sorry, I forgot where that is.
If you go
The dagger.
down
That's okay.
the bottom bar, you'll see a dagger.
Oh,
Click it.
right. So it's in a
Yeah.
different box.
Or you can
There it
roll
is.
a d20 and then, let's see. There you go.
There it is.
Yes. You stab her with your dagger and go ahead and roll damage. You can click the damage button. 7 points of damage. Ah! She howls and her hands start to flail, her white hair wisping everywhere. And next up is Kingslayer.
I'm gonna do what I do best, and I'm gonna take Oathbreaker, not Pax Romana, Oathbreaker, because I'm more familiar with
Pax
Oathbreaker.
Romana.
Pax Romana, and I'm going to lunge at her to try to finish the job.
Fantastic. All right, go ahead and roll.
Well,
The piece.
No peace today.
Okay, with 16, go ahead and roll that damage.
oh dear.
The 5 points of slashing damage. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn? Can do on your turn.
Can I detect thoughts again, or is that a one-time use?
I believe that is a one-time use. If you have any other bonus actions, now would be the time. And if not, that's okay. We can move on.
Yeah, there's nothing else that I do.
All right. She screams, and you see her, Captain Wiley. You are right there, ready to go. And she dives into the ground, and you see her kind of burrow and dig with those claws. Her hair flies up and kind of blinding you a little bit. And she goes burrowing in, and Francis runs up, and he says, "Oh, that's totally. I don't know where that came from, but." Please, come in and stay in my home. Let's get out of the streets. It's super dangerous.
Wait, so but I can't grab her or nothing. As a reaction,
She's gone. She moved like she's part of the earth.
or like opportunity. Ugh. All right. Well.
Please,
she's
please,
gone,
come
she's
in
gone?
my home. Stay with us.
All
Well, I
right,
think we can
yeah.
all
But
agree
I
that
do
it
think
wasn't
you know
my
more
fault.
About this than... Don't volunteer that. Don't make us say something you don't want to hear.
Do you guys
Well, you also
join
did
him
really
into
help.
his
You're doing
house?
great.
Sure.
Yes?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, sure, we'll follow
You
him.
all move
I
into
pat Ella
his
on the back. I'm like, I'm riding you hard, but you're doing great. You're doing great. You're gonna be
Thank you,
fine.
Captain. Yeah, I just don't know what happened.
Yeah, it happens to everyone. That's what we say. Yeah.
And with your first night's lodging secure, you bed down at the Zero family residence, a modest but relatively safe space to sleep. And now, let's go down to our man on the ground, Fozzie.
Thank you, Emu. Thank you so much. I honestly didn't think that they'd get through that. Before I talk to my friend here, Kingslayer, I just want to give shouts out to the people who give us stars. Courtney Getz, Kevin Bush, Chaz Bennett, Jonathan Rothermel, Sherry Quaife, and David Booker. Thank you guys so much. We very much appreciate it. Kingslayer, now that I have you, that sword, gun thing, Pax Romana, that thing
Pax Romana.
is pretty cool. Thank you. What do you think about it?
Well, the fact that I had to lose 69 chest hairs and a little bit of blood for it, I feel like it's a pretty fair trade.
I mean, I guess guns are going for anything nowadays. It's true. Why do you think it chose you to wield it?
I mean, Fozzie, let's be honest. You're talking about the 8'2", 325-pound Kingslayer leading the 7 Kingdoms of Revolution against the King. I know why it chose me. I mean, who else is it going to choose in the group? It's not going to choose Elemental. It's not going to choose Captain Wiley.
Yeah, but it seems to be more sword and more about peace. Every time you use it, it screams peace at you, and yet it's a weapon of war. What do you think about that dichotomy?
Sometimes, Fozzie, in order to get peace, you have to bring a little bit of violence, a little bit of war to get what you want. And this is just the start of it.
I hear you. Thank you. One last question before we go. How is this experience so far today compared to your other heroic journeys?
I have to admit, Fozzie, I'm a little bit lost. I'm not sure of who to trust and who is our allies and who's not our allies. But I think the more that we traverse down this path, we will learn more and find out who our true friends and enemies are.
Hey, Kingslayer, sometimes the greatest power comes from our vulnerability. Thank you for your time. Back over to you, Emu.
Join us next time as our heroes take on their fate and search for a pathway to the center. What will the village hold for our heroes? Who is the creature that attacked the village of Halicarnassus? I can't wait to find out.
It's true. Yes. The fated season 4000 has finally begun. I want to thank you all for watching. And please, I'll see you next time on The Maze on Planet 7.